Hello and welcome to Conservative to America, the story of the day. The economy is back, or so it appears. The United States Commerce Department U.S. GDP, the U.S. GDP and U.S. economy rate rose 3.0% for the annual rate in the second quarter. That is huge news. The United States economy has rebounded. This is wildly exceeding expectations. I mean, it is unheard of that this would happen. The expectations, economists thought it would only be 2.3%. That's a 0.7% increase for those of you who can't do math. I'm sure all of you can. Anyways, that's very interesting. Very huge news, very good news for the Trump administration. Huge news for the Trump administration. This is despite economic uncertainty regarding the tariffs, which of course everyone all over, even Fox News here, we're talking about it on this channel, but Fox News, MSNBC, MSDNC, NBC, ABC, CNN, every major news network, as I said, Fox, even the conservative ones, said that the tariffs did not look bright for the United States, along with many uh, conservative podcasts and media hosts like Ben Shapiro, who did not believe that the tariffs would be bright. But surprisingly, it has turned around. Consumer spending has increased at 1.4%. While business spending is down, so that's not as such a bright side. You can read this either way, positively or negatively. That you could either say this is very positive that these companies that it has grown by 3.0%, but whenever you dig down deep into it, at why this is, you can figure out that domestic spending, well, yes, it has rose. Um, uh, well, it really there's a deep. I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. There is a deep problem that lies beneath this that you can find, and it's whether the only reason this grew was because consumers have they continue to buy, but businesses are not buying because they're preparing for what is about to happen. That's the big question. But anyways, we are currently, as the Wall Street Journal wrote it, we are in a wait and see period. So as we set in this wait and see period, we will wait and see what happens next in the United States economy. So moving on into other news, particularly with tariffs, Donald Trump has announced that the United States will go to China. He will go to China hopefully within the next year, and President Xi Jinping will come to the United States hopefully within the next year. Hopefully, though, this time, and I trust this time, Donald Trump will not line the streets of Washington, D.C. with Chinese flags. Anyways, so that's good news, exciting news, especially about tariff policy that they're bringing China. And I believe Ben Shapiro says it this way, that honestly, how tariffs need to work is free trade everywhere and shut out China. And I've said the same thing for years. Free trade everywhere, just shut out China. And that's what you need to do. You need to shut out China. Why? Because China is evil. If you don't believe me, read 10 Things You Can't Say About China by Senator Tom Cotton. It explains everything in that book. Wonderful book. I think it's only 150 pages. You can read it very quick. The words are very big format. So, anyways, I would recommend that to anyone who questions me on that. That China is not a threat. China is a threat, and it's America's biggest threat. They must be stopped. They are the enemy. They are a threat to the United States. And China, they're anti-Christian, anti-democracy, anti-government. They're anti-democracy, anti-government. They are anti-freedom, and they're pro-dictatorship. And if they have their way, they will take Taiwan, and they will ruin what the United States has built. Anyways, with that, Donald Trump going to China, especially as the things in Taiwan begin to escalate. It's very interesting whether China will go to war with Taiwan within the coming years, which I truly believe they are preparing for a war with Taiwan, and that will happen. Now, that is not what this podcast is about. That's a whole other story for another day. But with the economy, things are looking bright as it stands right now. That very well could change. We'll be talking about it in October, whenever the third quarter comes out. Oh no, America is going down, but we don't know that yet. So as we're looking on it right now, it looks good. Numbers look good, and that's what we're going to trust. We're not going to trust doubts and fears. We will trust good, rock solid numbers. 3.0% annual growth. So that's all wonderful and great. Now let's watch this video from Senator Kennedy about the shooter in New York City.
On Capitol Hill, probably beginning in the morning, there will be the inevitable call by some of my colleagues for more gun control laws. We've got hundreds of gun control laws, Sean, maybe thousands.
New York has a majority of them. I live there.
Yeah, we don't need more gun control. We need more idiot control.
Truth.
And I don't know
Truth,
exactly how to do that, but I don't want to hear anyone feeling sorry for this guy who did this. And there'll be some that say, well, he was mixed up, he was confused, he was just sick, his mom or daddy didn't love him enough. All that may be true, but from the bottom of my heart, I don't care.
He's going on to proceed in the rest of this interview. There is objective evil. And that's true. There is objective evil. And he was right. What happened on the floor today? Senator Amy Klobuchar, all these Senate Democrats are calling for, we need more gun control, which is precisely not at all what needs to happen. He's right. We need more idiot control. There is this logic, as I've heard it, saying guns kill people is like saying pencils misspell words and forks make people fat. No, it's not true. It's humans. Humans kill people. People make people fat by eating food. And so whenever it comes up to it, it's all free will and objective evil. He's right. We should not feel sorry for this guy. And as I've said, we're not going to say his name on this channel, frankly, because he doesn't deserve it. He did it. And most of these guys do it for the fame so that they will have something to be remembered for. And we're not going to give him the time of day to, be able to be and think that he was successful. But anyways, we don't need more gun control. What we need is we need more idiot control, like Senator Kennedy said. We need to get out there. And if you look at what was happening there, the cops, they were not guarding the place at the time. The place he was walking at was very crowded. The building he got into was crowded. He got up there and he was able to kill people. So very interesting that this was able to happen. It's crazy that it was able to happen. Idiot control with these type of guys that go around shooting people, and then idiot control with the people who see a guy walking around with an AR and don't say anything about it. Because that's very interesting, especially in a city that has gun control laws like New York City. New York City should have done something on that. Not stating that I am all anti-weapons. No, I'm not. I'm very pro-Second Amendment. I'm not even very pro extreme gun control. I believe, like he said, not gun control, idiot control. That's what we need. I believe that every American is granted to own a gun. I believe every American, well, not every American, because of course certain people should not own guns. But anyways, I believe that the majority of Americans shouldn't be allowed to own guns. I also believe that the majority of Americans should be allowed to own a weapon like this man is carrying, like an AR. I am very pro Second Amendment. Don't take me on that. But my point is like he said, we need idiot control in this country where we keep guys like him from getting weapons, and then we make sure that the people who are supposed to protect us are there to protect us and not on a coffee break. So, or lunch break or anything of that nature. Anyways, very, very interesting and very big news that's happening all across this country. This podcast was cut short today, I guess, because these are the stories that I decided to run with. And we're at 9 minutes, 30 seconds. So I'm deciding that right now it's time to shut it down. Anyways, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to Conservative to America. I am your host, Cole Holcomb, and we will be back tomorrow. Stay safe, America. Thank you. Good night.